Take 5. We finally got there.
And then we got that amazing theme song to chime us in.
We finally got it. Started off with a rousing edition of Circling Back.
What a guitar riff.
You probably put Dave Matthews, that is, not Dave Ruff. Put his statin over that.
If my performance is a little less than stellar today, it's because I spilled some taco on my favorite pants before the podcast.
That's the voice of Will deFries, folks, on the Mail-In Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Merriman. Will, what happened? Talk me through it.
I took my first bite of the taco. I guess I didn't secure the backside enough and just had some fall out.
Was it the interior, the whole shebang?
It was just like a little piece of marinated taco meat, but enough to not be undone by a Tide to Go pen.
Yeah, that's
courtesy of Randy.
Courtesy of Randy. He's ready to go on most things. Hey, Randall.
Hi, Brett.
What's your
deal? It was only 2 takes.
It's 3
maybe
takes.
3.
It was literally 3 takes. You come strapped though. You are like a walking pharmacy.
I always have in my car. I have some Advil, not Tylenol.
Yeah, careful.
I have some anti-diarrheal, of course, some like Imodium. I got gum, but then also I have Tide to Go. In my laptop bag, I have lozenges. I have all that stuff, Dayquil. I'm ready to go at all times.
Glaring lack of allergy medicine.
I have allergy medicine. Actually, great. I need to actually put that on the shopping list. Thank you, Brett.
Oh, wow.
Well, you'll probably open it up. It'll be there. Am I right? Because the phones are listening.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't that Amazon Echo non-spawn? Doesn't it like listens to you and knows your shopping list?
I think you can tell it. I mean, I think any information I have on that, I think would be guessing. I personally do not have one of those Amazon devices in my house.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because I just don't want it to listen to me.
I have Google Home. I got it free because I had Spotify Premium.
Yeah, you know why they're giving them away for free?
So the government can listen to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, and guess what? Whatever. It's kind of sick that I can hook it up to my lights.
That is nice. I have wondered if it would be nice to have like an automated shade.
Yeah.
Where you can just say to put it down. Like that would be nice.
Shades.
I want to. That's the thing that would get me ready to go in the morning more than anything. It's like my first alarm, I get out of bed and I open up the blinds and then I go back to bed. But I'm like, by alarm 3, I'm going to be good to go because the sun's peeking in.
Can you automate it so if you press snooze 3 times on the 3rd time, it'll put the blinds up?
Maybe. Who knows?
I guess you'd have to attach your smart blinds to your smartphone or smart alarm.
Yeah.
In that sense.
But like listening to music on it doesn't hit. It's not a good speaker.
No.
Maybe they've improved.
No.
But
can't you hook it up to like your whatever Bluetooth scenario you have going speaker wise?
Yeah, but I guess you could probably. I don't know, man.
I know. This is all getting very smart homey, starring Ryan Merriman famously.
I just don't have the smart home gene.
The best thing that
Let's
having
watch
the
a
smart
Disney
home
Channel movie.
Okay, Brett did the little Mickey Mouse thing.
Can you go in and post and
No.
do
Yeah, you have to.
You do.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go and post and help you out with your flight, your captain.
We haven't done
voice.
that in a while.
Yeah, and I don't want to, even though it is pretty funny.
It's like pilot voice Brett and flight attendant voice Randy hits so hard when it's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
It is pretty good.
Hey, can I make a pitch?
Fastball?
I think any on-air talent deserves a Wash Media Yeti water bottle that has this sippy mouth on it. It's the same that toddlers use, but it will stop people from like tipping it back and having ice jangles and stuff. I think we should just get some Wash branded Yetis.
Usually people
I used to have a contact.
I feel like a lot of people don't really have ice.
No longer have that contact
in our in their water bottles. I feel like Barrett's the only one that really constantly has ice.
I used to have it a lot.
Ice jangles.
Micah used to back in the.
I think Micah did it a bit.
Remember the best Gatorades had the nipple top situation, so you could squirt or suck.
Okay.
I like the big mouth bottles,
just wide open.
Yeah,
they were big.
I mean, that's a big lip. It's a thick lip. I love the bottle, man.
See, my mouth is too small. I would always get side spill.
Oh, not me.
I drink a Gatorade, guaranteed I'm getting wet spot.
When
Will's got wet spot on his pants.
I know it actually looked like a perfect wet spot game. In high school, I went through a big Gatorade ice phase. which
Ooh,
doesn't get on the sides of your mouth because it's clear.
okay.
But like I was going through pallets of that a week.
The best Gatorade everybody knows is Riptide Rush.
Yeah.
OG.
It's 100% my favorite.
I don't know.
We used to do.
I like Cool Blue.
Shouts to my buddy.
I'll hear it, but
No,
Riptide Rush is still going to be first grab for
If
me.
I'm going purple,
Fear-
I'm going Fierce Grape.
Fierce Grape.
Yeah.
You don't
No.
see that anymore.
Yeah.
No, that was
Riptide Rush is still eons better.
I agree, but Fierce Grape was so purple.
Fierce Strawberry is also good too. That's real
yeah.
ballers now.
In my 20s, I would take a Riptide Rush, put
You're
in
about to do my thing.
a thing of emergency
Oh,
and 2 Alka-Seltzers,
dude,
and it would bring me to life.
Evanescence.
It was awesome.
We would do phlegm bombs, aka vodka, in a Riptide Rush. That was our go-to concert beverage.
Oh yeah, I used to always put vodka in
In a Gatorade
bottles. It
bottle.
was great.
No.
And then
Gatorade tastes too good to potentially ruin by throwing it up.
Shouts to my buddy.
That's why you have to do it in the smart water. It already tastes pretty mid.
Okay, my buddy Phlegm, C Phlegm.
It's a hard name.
Yeah, he did a couple too many phlegm bombs pre-gaming a Goo Goo Dolls concert and puked in the parking lot of Saratoga Performing Arts Center. But then,
What a
to his
sentence.
credit,
Sometimes you got to.
he rallied and he's like, "Let's go. I'm good. And he was.
You don't miss the Goo Goo Dolls opener. I've learned that.
Mm-hmm.
You never miss a Sunday show. 1, 2. You don't miss a Goo Goo Dolls opener.
I think the best thing that I use my smart home speaker for, as being a man that lives alone, you can link it to your Google Home app and it will alert you on your phone. How many times I've had to say, Google, call my phone because I can't find it, and then it'll just like set it off, and even if it's on silent, it helps so much. Because I don't
As
have
somebody who also lives alone, I've never lost my phone in my apartment.
You're clearly not bouncing around leaving your phone anywhere.
Yeah,
like me.
clearly.
Sometimes I just leave it in my closet. Why is it in my
Why?
closet?
Why?
I don't know. Because I'm like listening to an audiobook or something. I don't want to listen to it just in my pocket. So I'll put it on a shelf and then like I'll pause it because I'm do something and then I'll just leave it there. But
Yeah, it's called a coffee table and it's very visible throughout the apartment.
I always leave mine on the surface in front of our toilet.
As in the floor?
No, like we have like a shelf and I'll set it there
mhm.
and I'll be in the bathroom. And like
Mhm.
as I'm walking out, I'll like look in the mirror or like do something. And then suddenly I don't have a phone for 30 minutes and I'm like, oh yeah, I went to the bathroom. Gotta go grab it.
Sometimes in the
Damn.
bathroom, sometimes it's in the laundry room, sometimes in the closet, sometimes it's wrapped up in the covers. Yeah, don't know where it goes, man.
Wrapped
Sounds
up
like
in the
that
covers.
sounds like you just did a
Yeah.
John Mayer song.
Well, just saying.
Stop.
Wrapped up in the cover.
It helps. It helps though.
Don't minimize
wrapped
his
up in the
musical work
closet.
to casual conversation from Randy.
I'm not.
sorry,
I'm
he's some
maximizing-
people's Jerry
I'm
Garcia,
I'm
Brad.
maximizing you.
I'm sorry, I'm a wordsmith over here, just speaking.
You famously
ballads.
aren't. You tried to do. I sent you reads today, and you're like, I can't. Read
I
that.
can't read, but I can come up with stuff. I'm a
Right.
great. I am a visual and audio learner. Will knows this about me. I'm a great listener. Can't read worth a shit.
Okay, like out loud. You can't read words.
I'd rather
can't
public
The spoken
speak
word.
than public read any day of the week. I know they're similar, but like you either say, "Hey, come up with a speech and go out there and
Mhm.
talk to other people," or "Hey, read this passage from a book."
No way.
I'm coming up with a
So
speech every time.
when you'd be playing popcorn in elementary school,
Hated it.
you would be sweating.
This is one of the funniest things one of my friends did was that, you know, when you're doing popcorn, you're supposed to read the paragraph and go to the next one. He would read one sentence and then look up at the teacher. And then she'd go, "Oh, keep going." And you just read the next sentence and look back up. He did like 3 or 4 times. So she's like, "All right, let's just move on to the next
Oh,
person."
no.
I'm going to put it in my will that I want Randy to read a passage of something at my funeral.
God, please
Just
don't.
just know that from the casket, I'm making him really uncomfortable.
Dude, Randy, like a cute girl calls on Randy in class, and she's like, "Popcorn, Randy," and he's just like, devastated.
It's tough.
Palms are sweaty, knees weak.
Yeah. That's why I'm so glad I live in the age that I do now, that I don't have to go learn stuff from a library. I can go on YouTube and watch 1,000 tutorials on something instead of having to read about it.
This would be a great masterclass integration, but
That would be.
we don't have them today, unfortunately. But we do have our friends over at
Shouts to them, though.
Aura Frames. Will,
Mm-hmm.
one's right next to my face with my face on it. How about that? Look
Yeah,
at the
there you go.
timing. Summer may be ending. It is officially ended, by the way. But Aura Frames are the perfect way to relive your favorite memories long after the season ends. Aura Frames was just named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter. And it's easy to see why. There's unlimited storage, so you can have as many photos and videos as you can find. It's so simple to set up. Just plug it in, share away. Will, you are the owner of multiple Aura Frames, aren't you?
Yeah, I just got back from Michigan visiting my parents the other day.
Mm-hmm. Must be nice.
And I got a bunch of film back. And I tossed that up on the Aura Frame the second I got it. And it got some rave reviews.
Yeah.
Some rave reviews. The grandparents love seeing those photos from afar.
And it's so easy to do. You throw an Aura Frame up, you got the app going, and just bang, upload.
Mm-hmm.
Upload city.
You can even throw videos on there too. I have a video on my Aura Frame of Will
I bet you do.
pouring a bunch of ice into my martini accidentally.
When did you do that?
You could also... Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
You tried pouring the martini out of the shaker and the shaker top came off and just crashed into my glass.
Famously also spilled martini all over my ex-girlfriend.
Whatever.
That was on purpose. Not actually.
When I went to go add the photos to my parents' Aura Frame, I realized that you could add it to my Aura Frame too, so I didn't have to do it twice. I could just select the photos, add it to both, done, game over.
Old double down deFries.
It was great.
There.
It's great.
Man.
User interface through the roof.
Start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $35 off on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's auraframes.com, AURA frames.com. Promo code MAILIN. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply. Promo code MAILIN, auraframes.com. Shall we get into these, folks?
Sure.
Why not?
Hello, guys. My fiance and I are getting married next year.
Congrats.
And deep into the planning phase and also finalizing our guest list. I have a slightly large high school friend group from my hometown that I'm inviting, which the guys are my groomsmen. We are pushing the limit of our guest list and facing a decision to give the high school girls a +1 or not. We now know 2 of the 4 have boyfriends that we haven't met before. Is it a trash move to not give them +1s for a wedding they have to travel to? We're giving my guy friends one purely because they are in the wedding and we know their significant others well. If not, how do I have that conversation with them? I feel bad because my fiance is sacrificing inviting some of her friends. Thanks.
Are we to assume here that the high school girls are in the wedding?
No.
It seemed like it's the groom's.
Groom's high school friend group has girls in it.
Oh,
okay. Going to be invited to the wedding, but they we're struggling with giving them +1.
Yeah. And the guys are groomsmen because, they're guys.
Okay. So they're not in the wedding.
Correct.
No,
the grooms,
assuming not.
The high school guys, groomsmen, that's a +1 for sure. No doubt. I'm of the opinion that if you're already struggling on the numbers thing, as long as the girls have a friend to sit with or something like that, I don't think they need the +1, especially since you haven't met them yet.
Yeah, if you haven't met them, I think you could just make it. I think you just be really ruthless with this.
Yeah, unless, well, not even unless, because they're new boyfriends or they don't have them or you haven't met them. If you had gone to their wedding, when I eventually get married, I will invite the girls in my high school friend group that have invited me to their weddings already. I'm inviting them and their husband.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're married.
They're married. Mm-hmm. If they are married, they get a +1.
If you're married and you don't get a +1, that's a shot at you. And it's like, you couldn't make room for my husband.
That's going to rare.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen.
But boyfriend, girlfriend of less than 6 months that you've never met?
Yeah.
But here's the problem.
Get them out.
How long though? First of all, we got into it on circling back about wedding guests and stuff too. How long of the boyfriend and girlfriend? Because I think just putting a blanket statement of you've never met the person is kind of doesn't work. I don't like that because I went to a wedding in May in Indianapolis and that was my first time meeting the bride. I had never met her before and stuff. So I get.
But you didn't get a +1.
I know. I think I did.
Oh,
weirdly enough. But it's still one of those things that
who'd you bring?
He's not positive though. He's not positive he got a +1. He says he thinks he did.
Yeah, I'm not
doesn't
sure.
know.
But what I'm saying is that if they've been dating for 2 years and you haven't seen him for 2 years, I would think that you would probably want the boyfriend there, even if you haven't met him yet.
I agree. There's a statute of limitations kind of thing.
I guess what's the cutoff?
Unlimitation.
Then that's just adding more stress into like who you can and
But
can't.
it feels
invite.
like this guy's getting. He's got a lot of plus ones.
If you're in the wedding, you get an auto plus
Yes,
one.
yeah,
Like
yes,
that's
absolutely.
just auto happening.
Yeah.
If,
But it sounds like his fiance.
if you haven't seen these people in a couple of years though, like, and you haven't met their boyfriend,
Cigars,
like,
yeah.
I think you can kind of just say like, you know what, they might be really annoyed by this, but there's bigger things to think about at this wedding than just like the well-being of my fiance's high school girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, I think you just gotta tell them like, hey, this is gonna be a quick trip out. This is gonna be a girl's trip for you and the other friend.
Yeah. I think as
Enjoy
long
it.
as they have a buddy
Yeah.
who you know, like, hey, it's going to be Kelsey and Kayla and Rachel or whatever. Like, as long as they have a little group, a squad,
Yeah.
they don't need.
I'm gonna be like, I if I'm the bride, I'm gonna be like, it would obviously be easier for you guys to split a hotel room. Like, it'll be
Yeah.
cheaper. Like, I think it'll be fun for you guys.
I think,
Or just make the
go
husband.
P1 with it.
The husband's just gonna have
if
to
it's
tell him.
if it comes out like if it's a true like chopping block scenario, I think you're okay with letting their plus ones go.
Yeah.
To save brownie points with your fiance. Who's
I
like,
I don't
"Oh,
think
really
anyone
wanna-"
wants to exclude these people, but
Yeah,
I think
no.
I think in this scenario
Not
you
to-
have the right to.
I agree with that. See, this is what we got into on circling back. I was like saying, is it okay to like, if I didn't get a plus one, but like I was dating for someone for a while, is it like, hey, like reach out and like, is
Touch
it
face.
like,
I
I don't know
stuff
if you knew I was like dating someone or something like that. How do you make it the best way knowing that they're not getting a plus one and like why they're not? I think you like just float to your groomsmen and be like, yeah, we're having problems with stuff. And I think like Rachel, like I know she's dating a guy, but we're probably not going to get a plus one. Say it to them so that it just gets back to them.
You're saying you want the groomsmen to deliver the news to your high school other girlfriends.
Yeah.
No, you're overthinking this.
Yeah. I think you just,
Vastly.
I think it'd be like,
So what was the circling back controversy over wedding guests?
Well, the thing was that it came from a listener.
Like he wanted to contact the
No, a listener voicemail called in because one of his boys didn't get a plus one and then just wrote in a plus one on his invitation.
yeah,
I sent
okay,
back.
I
didn't,
remember this.
Didn't
I remember
Dan
this.
do that?
So no, Dan did worse. Dan just showed up.
just
with
showed
a
up.
plus
Oh,
one.
yeah.
With a plus.
I went to a wedding once where I was offered a plus one and I brought a friend because I didn't want to go to the wedding solo. Like it just would have been a miserable experience for me, but I also didn't want to skip it. And the bride asked, like, are you dating this person? And I just said, no, I'm not.
Was she ticked?
No.
Yeah.
She was totally fine with it.
No, I think I'm doing
Yes,
that.
yeah, if you get a plus one.
And I think I was in a lucky scenario there. I think there was a scenario where she was like, well, if you're not dating, like, can we not do this?
Mm.
But like, I think she knew the situation. Like, I didn't want to be there completely solo, not knowing
That's the
hardly
thing.
anybody
Yeah.
there.
If you're getting an invite and you know you're going to be really like, I think people getting married, they're cognizant of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was also like one of the first weddings I ever went to. So I didn't
Mm.
know like the first weddings I ever went to in my adult life where like I
Sure.
was like invited on my own. And so I didn't have like the unwritten rules in my head when I like
Mm-hmm.
RSVP'd with somebody and
Right.
stuff. And so it was like, whatever.
How'd it go?
Fine. I mean,
Yeah.
we went.
Sick.
A bunch of guys asked if I was dating her and I said no,
Yeah.
talked to her. And then I went home and went to sleep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah.
very lit.
But I think we're all on the same page here. I think, yeah, you just don't give them plus ones.
I think you lead off with like, and if there's something that
if there's pushback and the RSVP knows allow for it, then hey, maybe you can make it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't get invited to their future. Well, no, you would get invited. Maybe you just don't get a plus one though. I don't know. Then you'll be married. I don't know. I think you're okay. I think it's not
The
a trash
boyfriends
move.
might be like, I don't want to travel this wedding for two people I don't know.
It's true.
Dude, I already have, I'm not even close to getting married, but I'm already like thinking like
Well,
there's people that I've gone to their weddings and like, I don't know if I'm going to invite them to my wedding. Like people, I know people I've stood up in their weddings, but I don't know if I would consider them to be my groomsmen now.
why are you
Like,
Vince Vaughning this?
I don't know. There's just so much stuff to think about with weddings. It's just kind of
I thought
annoying.
about that. I didn't have groomsmen, but I did think about that. Like I definitely haven't stood up for anyone that wouldn't have been in mine. But I had certain people where I was like, man, I feel like they should be standing up, but like I also don't want to be the dude with 1 million people up here.
Mhm.
Like I want there to be an understanding, like, hey, I made this decision because of this, not because
Yeah.
I don't think you should be up here.
Yeah.
Like I have 2 auto ones that are just locked in as my 2 brothers. So that like takes up 2
tough.
positions right there.
It's tough.
2 spots. Why don't you have one of your brothers officiate? Or does he struggle with reading too?
No, they're smarter than me.
So that they'd have no problem
I don't think
flipping open the notes.
I don't know if I would have included my brother-in-law in my wedding when We had it
12.
because like I don't think he would have wanted to deal with it.
No, in-laws
I think he
are-
would have much rather just like chilled at the wedding than like been in my wedding.
Yeah, no, in-laws are like a
You don't have to have them.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They
A lot
can-
of people do,
they
but
can
you don't
go-
have to.
bring those suckers to the rehearsal dinner and call it a day.
Yeah.
Or just do what Will did with me and hit me with the 11:30 FaceTime
You didn't
from
answer, man.
from the squad.
Didn't answer.
I know.
You
I was
need-
just looking to stay up and mob.
I think we need more positions in the wedding quote unquote party because like you got the groomsmen.
No, we
the
need less.
bridesmen,
We need
Wait,
fewer.
What?
but like I'm saying like the ushers are like, hey, you're my friends. I want you still part of this, but you're not a groomsman.
No.
I need more like
I think you just
Stuff
need a
like
best.
that.
I think both people should just choose one person.
no.
yeah.
I
And they
want
make
all
a
my-
speech.
No, I want all my boys.
How
as
many-
part
No,
of my
put them in the
wedding.
front row.
Grant, you
let them
have-
gas me up, and I can look at them and make faces.
Best man, groomsmen, ushers, readers,
Too much.
efficient,
No, you don't always
flower
have
girls,
readers.
flower guys.
You don't always have readers.
That's a very easy way to insert somebody in your wedding that you're like, hey, you didn't make
yeah.
this
That's like
cut
in
or
a
that cut.
Catholic wedding.
You can have a read. It's your
Anyone can
wedding.
read.
You can read any. You can read a passage from like fucking,
Anyone can go stand up and read
Everyone
something.
wants the ceremony
Junie
to
B.
be 15
Jones.
minutes max.
I might start just standing up in weddings and reading something. Hey, I'd like to say something.
People have really dropped like the if anybody has any qualms, forever hold your peace or whatever the words are.
Yeah, I don't even think I've ever even heard that like said.
I've
in an
never
actual
heard
wedding.
that at a wedding. No,
No,
I'm sorry. I have so many friends, Brett, that I want as part of my wedding. Never mind. You're not invited.
No,
You're
don't
not invited.
inconvenience them with responsibilities. Just let them attend
Yeah.
and have the best
You're
time of
not
their
the
lives.
best the best part
being
of
a groomsman is such a responsibility.
no being a groomsman's tight.
The best man
But
is
it's
the
even
only
tighter
one that's
when
a
like
responsibility.
your significant other is a bridesmaid and she has stuff to do all day, and you just get to mob in a city by yourself for
See, I
like
think
8 hours.
we've had this discussion before. I disagree. I'd much rather be a groomsman than just be an attendee at the wedding.
Yeah, because if you're a groomsman, it means you're with your boys.
Yeah.
But if you're attending somebody else's wedding where you don't know many people,
Yeah, you're kind of comparing apples to oranges here.
fucking A to O.
I thought you said that you don't like. You'd rather be just an attendee.
No, I love being a
you
groomsman.
you want to go to like the in between parts and
The in between parts are great too, but it's fun when you're a groomsman because it's your, like most likely your squad.
squad.
Randy and I have a problem when we get married. We're at like 30-person bachelor parties at this point.
Okay, Brett spilled the beans. Brett and I are getting married.
No, we're not.
Yeah, that's.
You still have one. You still have one of the, like you can just let one rip.
I could,
You
but
could do joint bachelor 40th
38,
birthday.
dude. I'm about to be 39.
Well, then have
like,
a 40th birthday
like I
party.
can't.
where-
I'm not gonna have a 20-man bachelor party somewhere at this point
Okay,
in my
then
life.
have a 20-man 40th birthday party that co-bachelorette.
No, if I do it, I'm gonna do it with like 3 other people because it'll
That's
make
lame.
tea time super easy.
Do 8.
I don't have to entertain and worry that people are having a bad time. I can absolutely cherry pick my tightest boys that I got in the moment and just be like, all right, guys, we're going.
I honestly don't even know where I would go to. I've gone to like every single bachelor party hotspot already.
Then go somewhere off the beaten path. I'm going.
Probably.
You know where I'm going.
Montana.
Bo's Vegas, dude.
Yeah.
We're fly fishing.
This guy loves Montana.
I do. You want to fly fish on my bachelor party, Will?
I don't know. I think I'd rather do other stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess that's out the window.
Hey, you don't have to invite him to your bachelor party, Brett. It's fine.
Why? I will. He's getting the IV.
You get an IV?
Invite.
Is that an invite or
Yeah.
he's going to bring
gonna
IV
say,
for all
Am
drunk
I bringing my
people?
wife to administer
Yeah,
IVs?
can I hire your wife to administer IVs all
No, I don't
weekend?
think she can legally do that.
Under the table. I like it.
Yeah.
Just pay Sally in cash.
Yeah, you might have to procure the liquids. You get the stuff. She could probably make it happen.
I feel like that's easy.
I'm
They
sure it is. I'm sure you can just order it online.
They have IV bars, don't they?
Yeah, but it's like $190 per 30 minutes.
There's a market.
What a
though.
racket that is.
What a racket.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane.
It's
I'm
crazy.
sure they feel great, but like,
My issue is I need if I'm hungover and I like get an IV, I need like 2 bags.
oh really?
And so like, and those IV bars are dumb in a way because
Mhm.
you're only there for like an hour. And we need to keep in mind here, I'm not a medical professional, nor do I usually know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
But you're only there for an hour and they just shoot that bag through you and you probably pee a bunch of it out.
Yeah, it's got to be
And
like a vitamin.
You want it to
situation,
be
right?
like, yeah, you want other
Slow
stuff in
drip.
it. If you're doing it, you want to make sure that they're offering other stuff, probably for an upcharge. But you also want it to go as slow as possible so that your body absorbs it rather than just going straight through you and peeing it out. And usually an hour is
Dude.
not going to be like, ideally you'd want longer.
Okay.
For me, it's usually the duration of a river runs through it, which would indicate that I might want to fly fish on a bachelor party in Bozeman.
I was gonna say your dismissal of that. I was like, well, fuck.
I might just chill at the house and watch a river runs through it.
well, like watching fly fishing adjacent scenes.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, the boys are out actually ripping lips.
Mhm. No, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll go out. I can bring my own equipment. Yeah, I have a rod.
Do you have a like a padded rod carrier that you can walk
I
to
do.
the airport? Yeah,
I do.
that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Sick.
I need to find it. I don't know where it is.
Because it's like you don't know if you have the Declaration of Independence or a fly fishing rod, both of which would be sick.
I'm just not good at it, man. I don't have the intuition.
I don't think it's like you don't need to be good at fly fishing though. It's
I
more
know.
about more about the vibes and the beers and like the.
I agree, but
camaraderie.
living in Austin, like it's hard to go achieve that without driving a great distance.
Oh no!
Like I know there's a lot of places to fish and stuff, but
Yeah.
like I would rather do it for the scenery
Yeah.
and getting outdoors than just like going down to like a random park in Austin and doing it.
1,000,000%.
You can drive an hour outside of town and be in a beautiful scenario.
We're going Yellowstone River in Paradise Valley.
Okay.
Ripping lips.
Twist my arm.
Famously, the last 2 times I've gone fly fishing, I caught nothing but like 3-inch little lake trout.
I've only caught one fish and it was this
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, I was like, oh well, can't eat that.
I took a pic with it though.
You put it on Hinge.
No. I was wifed up at that point.
Damn.
You put it on Still Got It.
Yeah.
Randy can't fish. You don't strike me as a fishing guy.
I can fish. I
Can you
fish off
fish?
the dock. I don't have the patience to go in a boat and just fish. But
No,
I
you're
like
ADHD.
I like
taking
fishing
a
off the
fucking
dock.
Overdrive.
just give me some night crawlers, give me some mealworms. I'm off the dock, off the shore. I like that. Just little bluegill, sunfish. I don't need to go out there going bass
the
fishing and
occasional
stuff.
bass.
Little catfish here and there, but otherwise, no. I don't. I like doing that, but otherwise, no.
Did you have a
much.
local convenience store that sold like gas, chips, ice cream, night crawlers,
Bait?
hot
something?
hot dogs? Ours
Uh,
was Stewart's. You could buy a little can of dirt.
I mean,
with
you
I
can
feel
get
like
bait
everywhere
at
sold
Walmart.
bait during the summer.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't see it as much anymore.
live bait shops.
Yeah.
You
We
just-
had them all over upstate New York. You just walked into a gas station. They
No,
had
I know,
they had
but
a
I feel like-
cooler of worms.
I just feel like I don't see the signage for it as much as I used to as a kid.
That's sad.
Maybe because you're also not going to areas with because I think about all the bait shops I saw were by like lake, in lake towns.
Tittywonka or something like that.
Cedar Lake, off the Tippecanoe River, Schaefer Lake. To all my Indiana folks out there, shouts to Indiana Beach. There's more than corn in Indiana. Indiana Beach was a boardwalk amusement park in the middle of Indiana. Pretty
Okay.
sick.
Wow.
It was like a Coney Island in the middle of Indiana.
Okay.
No shit. We had Saratoga Lake, Lake George, Sacandaga Lake, Round Lake, Lake Lonely.
I think this
Schroon
guy.
Lake.
I think this white bride should not care about bringing these these boyfriends to the wedding.
I think so too.
I think honestly, you should just cut the girls from the wedding list and total. Just don't get my
Wow. So you're
invites.
cutting not only their new boyfriends, but just cut the girls entirely.
Yeah, exactly.
We've gotten so off
Damn.
track.
I kind of like keeping it going though. We've answered one question in 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Not great for our numbers, but
No, I think this is better.
our
I've kinda-
our answer to question ratios.
it's not going to be high on this episode.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, don't give them +1s. It's fine.
Not a trash move. Okay, I'll try not to make this one too long, but I think it may have a few parts. Here are the parts. Background. This is a well-structured question. Shouts to whoever sent it in. I've lived in Philly for 3.5 years now. Delco. I'm from South Jersey. Went to school in Delaware. I can just picture this person. What I'm getting at is I have a small radius of past living experiences and need a change. So I'm moving to New York City. Well, I want to. And if I recall, Brett is a proponent of this.
Not that big of a radius
Yeah,
change.
I mean,
It's a very small addition to the radius, but it is.
He's
it's-
expanding it.
I
an
mean,
addition.
it's a big city, a big, I guess, culture change a little bit, but it's still like East Coast and stuff. It's not like you're going to
I
rural.
thought he was going to say,
Alabama.
yeah, he wanted to go to like
All
LA
right,
or
hold
something.
on,
I'm moving to
hold
LA.
on. Let me go here. Current situation, : I just got a new job that was proposed to me as hybrid, meaning one day in office is preferred, which I agreed to. I have a planned commute out of the city once per week to get there. No biggie. I hope, but I know it won't be fun. I've been here for about 6 weeks now, and I've been in the office 4 days a week. I was told before I started it should only last 4 weeks and only 3 days per week for onboarding. So he's in the onboarding situation right now. Now, most people would just talk to their boss about this, right? Well, I have extreme anxiety about the situation and just worried it will come across as me not wanting to be there. To be fair, I don't. But it's what I agreed to. We also barely communicate with one another anyway. So number one, how do I advocate for myself and why am I so bad at it? Two, is it my boss's responsibility to be bringing this up? My thought is yes. And three, out of curiosity, how much money do you think it takes to be comfortable in New York City living with roommates?
Okay, so currently they're onboarding and they're spending more time in the office than they should be just because they're on that
Onboarding in Philly.
onboarding.
The job has got to be in Philly. Onboarding in Philly. He's or she, I don't know, is there right now 4 days a week or 3 days a week, but that's just for onboarding.
And they're only supposed to be there one day.
Preferably 1 day plus in a hybrid role.
Okay. And so they live in New York?
They want to move to New York.
Okay. And then they would just travel in to work that 1 day a week, preferably, while they live in New York
Which-
and work in Philly.
The New York to Philly commute, people just do like every day. It's only
Mhm.
it's a 90-minute train max, ideally, unless you do that one time it went really poorly.
Gotcha. Okay. I was trying to figure out the whole situation.
So what was his first question?
First question is, how do I advocate for myself? Basically saying I have to go up to my boss at some point and tell them, hey, my plan for hybrid is to do as I was told and work 1 day a week in office. Otherwise, I'm going to be remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to nip that quick.
Yeah.
You can't start
You
off.
have to explain the situation. Like, he has a justifiable situation. I live
Yeah.
in New York. And the reason I accepted this job was
because it was
because
proposed
it was
as
that.
hybrid. Yeah.
And so I'm going to assume that I can still do that.
Yes, I'm going to take advantage of that. Now,
But you can't let them take advantage of you and then
You
find
can't-
yourself in a situation where it's like, well, they think you're going to do a worse job because you're not in the office or something.
you can't go. You can't like rip 3 months of being in the office 4 days a week, and then be like, hey, now I'm going to go to the 1 day.
Yeah.
Because the most important time in a job is like your first month, because that's how all your coworkers see you. So if you're going to be remote, I think you lead off with remote.
Yeah. You gotta start this quick. You can't, because also it seems like if you just keep on going in the office 4 days a week and then you try to go back, like you say, is it your boss's responsibility? I think that he might not realize that
Or she.
he or she, I think they said he in the email, that like you are like it's preferably 1 week. So it's up to you to decide. So if you start just coming 4 days, they're not going to be like, oh no, you're only supposed to be coming in 1 day.
Yeah, they're not.
This
gonna
is
back
on
down.
you to make sure, because they're just assuming, oh, that's what you're comfortable with coming in that much time. So I know the anxiety situation. I think you just need to call a meeting like at the end of onboarding and just be like, hey, I just want to like call like, hey, can we like have a meeting, schedule a meeting, and just I want to like talk about how excited to be here and stuff, and then like this is what I got hired on for, and this is what my current plan is, and so you know.
I'm going to be doing remote 4 days a week. I'll be in office 1 or 2. That's the plan. That's how this job was pitched to me. I'm going to do that. I'll be online and I'm going to be in New York.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like, that's justification in itself. As long as the job is truly remote, which it sounds like it was.
I think it
You're
like
good.
getting
or
a
hybrid
meeting.
at least.
Yeah, getting a meeting on the books I think is always better, because
No,
instead of just
really set the tone.
okay, here we go.
Get a Zoom call on the books.
Wow.
Oh, really? So
Just lead off with a real remote.
that
Yeah, I think.
that works too. But if you
So this
set
is
the
how it's going to
meeting,
be.
you like
How's
Get
it
used to
gonna
this
be?
face.
yeah, you get on like you book the meeting so that you at least know like that gets part of the anxiety out. Like I have booked the meeting, instead of like just trying to go up out of the blue and talk to them about the situation. You're gonna feel like that's gonna be way more anxiety inducing. Just be like, all right, I'm gonna go pitch this. Where it's like, I have this meeting on the books. We're gonna talk about it at this time. That's easier to do, and so that you could be prepared and
Yeah.
going into it.
I agree. That's just, you have to get over the anxiety of it one time.
I think you stop showing up
Okay.
4 days out of the week
Mm-hmm.
and wait until someone approaches you and you're just like, no, that's what it says.
That's what it said.
What are you talking about? This is what I've always done.
What day are you picking to, if you're in office 1 day a week, making a 90-minute back and forth commute, what day are you picking?
Wednesday,
Hump day?
Tuesday.
I think I just knock it out Tuesday. Like make the worst day of the week truly the worst day of the week.
I feel like I could make a case for like any day of the week. Not Thursday.
Not
Mon-
Friday.
Not Friday.
Mon-
Thursday and Friday are out, obviously.
And Monday's out too, because
But here's the thing. My case for Monday would be, let's get the worst part of the week over with. Let's get like I can do in-person meetings to set me up for the rest of the week, get face-to-face with everybody, get the hell out of there. But there's going to be certain Mondays when you just want to die because you chose Monday
Yeah.
and you
though.
decided to go out for your NFL team.
Or
Mhm.
you do what I do. You take the late flight Monday night to squeeze every bit of vacation out of any weekend possible.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then you just roll into Monday morning nice and easy.
yeah.
Yeah, Brett and I-
Wednesday would be nice just to break up the
Same.
week.
The answer is Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then your Monday's miserable thinking about going to Tuesday.
But
Eh.
Tuesday,
I'm going Wednesday.
Tuesday is always miserable though.
And I'm going to dub
Regardless.
it Will Wednesdays. And it's going to be a thing in the office where everyone gets
You just
excited
walk,
for
"Will
it.
Wednesday.
I'm going to be a glue guy in the office without actually being in the office because I'm
Oh,
going to hype up Will Wednesday.
Hey guys, you know what tomorrow is?
Yeah.
It's Will
Dude,
Wednesday.
it's Will Wednesday.
Will's in tomorrow.
Hey, is Will in today? No, he's only on
He's
Will
on Will
Wednesdays. Yep.
Wednesdays,
Yep.
Damn, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Send like a Slack with like a cool GIF in it on your commute there.
Like a camel with
Getting
sunglasses
pumped, guys. 7 a.m. Getting pumped.
Will Wednesdays. You send in like
It's a Davis Clark.
you send in from the train. You just have like a Dogfish Head IPA. And
Mhm.
let's go. It's Will Wednesday.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, send to all your coworkers you're drinking a beer before you come in.
Little breakfast beer.
I
I
think
guess
we-
you could rotate the day too. There's really no like nothing keeping you to Will Wednesdays.
I guess
I'm
that's
staying
true.
on Wednesdays.
No, you're saying Will Wednesdays. You can't be the Will Wednesday guy and come in on a fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, but what if this
Actually-
guy's name is Tom?
Honestly, this
Yes.
is
Then he's on Tuesday.
It's true.
this is kind of the best of like all like say so I'm assuming if you have parents still, must be nice. 1, 2. You can like rock a little Tuesday in the office, Tuesday night dinner at mom and pop's, and then Wednesday in office, get a little 2-day FaceTime, and then back to the city. I don't
Yeah,
see
but
anything wrong with that.
Tuesdays. It'd be nice to go get dinner or something.
What if it's
Drinks
Tracy
after.
Tuesday?
You don't want to go out Tuesday night.
You don't want to go out.
Got to go out Wednesday night.
I'm
Well,
saying
Wednesday,
you
baby.
you go to the crib, have a nice like eggplant parm with mom and dad. They're from
My
Philly
mom and dad don't
South
live in
Jersey.
Philly.
Yeah.
That'd be hard for me to do.
My dad's dead, Brett.
Mine is too.
Sick.
I would love to go to Saratoga to have a little homemade dinner, which I will do in a couple weeks. I'm excited about it. But my parents won't make it, Randy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
well, yeah,
You just
I
looked
didn't-
at me
I didn't know you're going to Saratoga in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I thought you just.
Does he have
you
to
said-
clear all his travel with you,
Yeah.
Randy?
Well, he just told me he came in here. I just booked my holiday travel, so I thought
I
he
did.
always told me about his travel.
Oh,
Maybe you guys aren't as close as you thought.
This is why he's not on my bachelor party. He's not part of my wedding party because I wanted to create a new role for him. And he said, no.
I don't want a new role. I don't want a role at your wedding. I want my role to be attendee.
I do want 2 of my ushers, one to be at
here
the
we go.
door with an earpiece and sunglasses on. It has a velvet rope and they check the thing and put people in. Then the other usher is an air traffic control person ushering people down the aisle and putting them into the pews.
You have the goofiest fucking wedding.
Yeah,
of all
you
time.
Can't wait, dude.
hilarious.
It's going to be awesome.
Where's Randy gonna do his?
It's gonna be
bachelor-
fucking
Randy's gonna do
awesome.
his bachelor party. In
Sounds
like,
great.
yeah. Let's see. You would do your bachelor party somewhere funny, like you know what, Milwaukee,
No,
Cedar Point.
I've been to
Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio.
go to Put-in Bay. I don't know where I want to
Put-in
do
what?
it. Put-in Bay.
Ew.
Gross,
Yeesh.
yeah. I don't know where I want to do it. I've hit all the places already.
Yeah, but this one's gonna be yours. I know you want amusement. You probably want asphalt in 87-degree weather and a lot
He's
of
going to do
walking.
Orlando.
Randy Orlando. I will not attend. If your bachelor party's in Orlando, I am out.
I'll go. If we can go
Have-
to Harry Potter
You
World.
guys have fun.
I want to go to Harry Potter World.
Randy's bachelor party is going to be Universal Studios one day,
Sick.
HP Dub the next, or is that one in the same?
We'd probably have a really fucking good time.
Harry Potter World is inside Universal
Okay,
Studios.
see.
It's part of the.
I very much wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to go
Randy-
to Fright Fest, and Brett doesn't want to go.
Absolutely not. What about like Myrtle Beach?
I've never been to Myrtle Beach. Is it cool? I don't know.
You can make Myrtle Beach cool. There's some tourist angles to it for sure, but you can make it cool.
We'll see.
We had to get you to Charleston. You'd like Charleston.
I think I like Charleston.
Myrtle Beach.
It's very Randy code.
We're supposed to be giving advice to people. And we're talking about Myrtle Beach
We
for a
already-
bachelor
we
party.
we already
Myrtle Beach
gave
isn't
advice.
that bad.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we're giving advice. Can I give you some advice, Will? You need this.
Sure.
Mando. I didn't mean that. You mean it like
Yeah,
that. was
no,
rude.
Yeah,
you
that's
do.
mean.
Yeah, I came in the other day. and
Based
you were
on what I know
stinking
about
up the
Mando, that
place.
seems really mean.
Mando is a new favorite sponsor of mine. So when you're packing for a trip and you're throwing all the things in the toiletry bag, and you're getting shampoo, condish, B-dub, aka body wash, deodorant. Mando can make it easy for you because they have a 4-in-1 acidified cleansing bar. Shampoo, face wash, body wash, and deodorant all in one bar. Also works as a shaving lather. You know this?
I like a good shaving lather.
So technically you can go full 5-in-1. So Mando was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Mando's clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. They have the solid deodorant stick, like I mentioned. They have the spray deodorant, which is my current favorite, just and where you need it. Aluminum free and ideal for hard to reach places, Randy. You know what we're talking about there.
Yeah.
All products are baking soda free and paraben free, and you can choose from a variety of fresh scents like bourbon leather, Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, Randy, or Pro Sport. Did you go to Mount Fuji on behalf of Mando to get the scent right?
I wish I did. But I did go to Mount Fuji.
You don't have to go when you got that Mando in there, though.
It's true.
Uh-huh.
Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's Grundle odor level was a 5 out of 10. With Mando, the average Grundle odor level is a 0 out of 10. That's science.
Okay.
That's scientifically proven.
It's good to know.
Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. And as a special offer for listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. And that's code MAIL, M-A-I-L, at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide, plus free shipping. That is SHOPMANDO.com. Code MAIL. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Mando's got you covered. Protect your pits. Smell great doing it. Man,
Pits.
dope. Hey guys, emotional but potentially relatable? Question mark. While my brother and I'm 29, he's 28, are close in age, we are at very different points in life due to our father's passing while we were in high school. Shouts, because I've gone through something similar. Not at that age, but you know what I mean. I responded by putting my head down and grinding through school, early career, and continuing pushing hard towards my goals. My brother took a bit of a different route that has involved him finding rock bottom, but steadily working upwards over recent years with increasing motivation. We share many friends, some for nearly 2 decades, which has led to me hearing that he frequently measures himself against me and then puts himself down and spirals. Unsurprisingly, our long-term significant others note that we share traits like a sense of pride and stubbornness. This means that while I've never wanted anything more than to support him in every way possible, I fear he would just reject any support. If y'all wanted to support somebody who is like this, what did you do? Thoughts on using connections and backdoors to support without their knowledge? Context points. We live in separate U.S. regions. I'm engineering. He's very social/service and is very good at it. We've been extremely tight since college, but this topic specifically has been, quote, off the table. And fourth, we are both classic trust fund kids, so I'm not talking about a risk of basic needs support, but rather higher level support. Love you guys. Thanks. Helping your bro without being over the top.
Yeah. See, this is where I go like, hey, this is like a job for actual therapy and not just internet therapy.
I think
like,
that's number one, therapy. Great idea.
Yeah. I think that, but that's like, how do you tell your brother like, hey, I think you need to go see a therapist, like without sounding like accusatory. And like when you've already said that, like they're both prideful.
Well, I think you lead off with the fact that he seems to be doing well. I think you lead off with encouragement and sort of use therapy as like, hey, that's another option if you want to go over stuff that you don't want to go over just with me. That's a non-biased party or an unbiased party that can just help you out in the stuff that you just don't feel comfortable with me on.
And also, maybe you go into therapy too. Everyone can benefit from therapy, and then you have this conversation, and you know if he's stacking up against you. And you like have first-hand personal experience with therapy, like being like, hey, this has helped a lot. Like you should try it too.
All right. I have a different route.
Hit me.
Hit us.
Figure out when his birthday is. I'm sure
Okay.
you know because it's your brother.
Sure.
If that's before Christmas, then go with his birthday. If it's after Christmas, just go with Christmas. Okay?
Okay.
You're going to go to the bookstore.
Okay.
You're going to go to the fiction section.
I thought
You're
you were
going to
I thought you were
go
going
to the
David
R
Goggins.
authors,
Okay.
Okay.
and you're going to find Sally Rooney.
Ooh.
And you're going to buy the book Intermezzo. And you're going to go to the front of the store, and when they ask if you want it gift wrapped, you say, yeah, it's for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then on either his birthday or Christmas, you're going to give that book to him. And you're going to say, I really enjoyed reading this book. I think you'd get a lot out of it too. And then your brother's going to take it home. He's probably not going to read it for a while.
Okay.
But then he's going to crack it open to the first chapter, and he's going to read a passage about two brothers sitting at their father's funeral. And then he's going to read the rest of the book about how one brother's a high-powered lawyer who has a lot of success in life, beautiful women. Then the other one is an aspiring professional chess player who compares himself to a successful brother who's natural with people and stuff like that.
Man.
And then it takes you through their uncomfortable meetings together and how competitive they are together and how they stack up against each other. Then he's going to read this book and he's going to think, wow, this is the best gift I've ever gotten. I want to go be closer with my brother. And he's going to call you and he's going to say, hey, man, I just want to see how things are going. And you're going to look and you're going to be like, yeah, it worked.
Damn.
It's the best route I got for this guy.
That's pretty
That
fucking,
book, the book is
pretty
like
fucking
exactly
solid.
what they're dealing with.
Yeah. Intermezzo by Sally Rooney.
It's kind of different. These
Also,
ki-
also
do
you get
do
a-
they both end up in like a good spot, or is it like a horror thriller?
I don't know if it's a good spot.
Okay.
Well, I think it's the spot that they both want to be in,
Okay.
but it's not the spot that would have made me personally happy in life.
And if you're really lucky, he'll start getting labubus and drinking matcha teas and start being performative male.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. It seems like Intermezzo is like the one that like is the book. But I mean, that's good. Then.
No, it's because it's Sally Rooney, not because of the actual content of the book.
Yeah.
I don't like Intermezzo compared to some of her other books, but it's like I'm not kidding. It's very similar to his situation, and that is the only thing that I've ever read or dealt with in life that talks about like competitive nature between siblings and in their terms. And I have no other experience with that. So therapy or read a fiction book by an Irish lady.
I don't hate it. I want to bring up the like the back channeling thing, supporting backdoors without their knowledge. I don't think you need to like go to that immediately. Sounds like this dude's doing okay at the very least.
Yeah, I got a trust fund and he's got a job that he seems to be good at based on his email.
People enjoy him. He said he's very good with like social and service kind of stuff.
Yeah. I guess I just want to know how bad the spirals are.
Yeah, and where do the spirals put him?
Yeah.
Are we spiraling like out of a job into depression? Like, are we going clinical on this, or are we just talking like, I'm just kind of feeling unmotivated because there's
a difference between like being unemployed for 6 months and being depressed about it versus like injecting yourself with heroin.
Yeah. Or just like wanting more and having what you got and just kind of being like, well, that's that. And do you want more for him than he wants from? Like, so there's levels to that on the spiral spectrum.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to immediately go back channel. I think
unless you want, like, if your brother comes to you or you guys are having a beer one day and it's just like, hey man, I'm looking for what's next, and you just say, well, if you want to go this route, I can put in a good word somewhere, and it's not I'm not going to get you hired because you're my brother. I get you hired on your own merits. I just happen to make a connection for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I just think you don't support as if he's doing something wrong or is that he needs it. You just encourage.
Yeah.
Find the good stuff and gas that up versus identifying the bad and trying to fix in the immediate term.
I'm just applying everything. Yeah, no, everything that you're saying
is in the book.
It's like in the book that I read. Like a lot of their arguments came from one trying to fix the other or tell the other how to live their life.
Mm-hmm.
And then like all the good moments of them in the book were times when they were simply bonding over something or catching up or showing actual interest in each other's lives. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And like, it's just that all I have is that for the reference.
Intermezzo.
Hopefully my sons never have to go through this. I'd like to not die.
Well, I got bad news for you.
It comes for us all, brother.
You're going to die one day.
Sure does.
I'm not, but you will.
Shall we talk about kids?
Sure.
Howdy. I'm approaching the end of my 30s. Shouts. Just celebrated 5 years of marriage. Happy,
Congrats.
healthy, thriving, financially stable, solid relationships, etc. Here's the thing, though. I just don't feel ready for kids. And I'm not sure I'll ever get there. We don't have the traditional village. Closest family is 3.5 hours away. We're both incredibly career oriented. My wife and I had polar opposite childhoods. I'm a child of divorce at a young age who watched my mom work her ass off to make sure we never went without, but she traveled frequently. My husband, oh, sorry, I messed this up. This is the wife writing in. My husband's mom left her career for 10 plus years to raise her kids. So he had packed lunches, school pickups, snacks ready for him when he got home, that kind of thing. The latter won't be our reality. And I really struggle to understand how having kids will be possible without spending an insane amount of money on childcare while also giving up everything that we do that makes us happy. Travel, sporting events, trying new restaurants, excelling in our careers, traveling to visit friends and family, etc. Moving closer to friends or family is not an option. Our careers are where we currently live, and I'm not moving to another state, which is where each of our families live. I told my husband I wasn't ready, and he didn't have much to say, other than he needed a few days to think about it. He has never once brought up his desire to have kids, so in my eyes, he has always been indifferent. I know it's different for women, but the thought of whether or not to have kids consumes 96.7% of my thoughts on a daily basis. I know it will impact me, my body, my mind, my soul, and will shatter any semblance of what our life looks like right now. All of these thoughts are associated with a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. My mind short circuits to think if we had a child with special needs that required one of us to stay home indefinitely, there's no doubt in my mind that would default to me. Is a therapist something that can help with this? How do you know when you're, quote, ready to have kids and if it's the right decision for you?
I think as a dad myself,
Oh,
I think
two.
she just needs to have a kid.
Two-time sex haver.
Like, okay, this is all from my perspective. I don't like getting advice from people about parenting or parent stuff. So giving it seems kind of stupid to me because I wouldn't want to hear it from somebody else. But like,
Well, you're also two career-driven people who now have two kids.
so like, yeah, you're both career driven. That's great. But I think about like, if you're really career driven, then you're probably going to have a relatively successful life. You're probably going to retire
Mhm.
and you're probably gonna have time to do things in life.
Yeah.
Like, what happens when your career goes away? Do you want your entire life to be your career?
And that's that.
Not saying like
Yeah.
kids have to be your entire life, but like, you don't want to just get spit out at the end of your career without kids. But I also like, there's a part where she talked about like being social and going to sporting games or going to whatever. And like, if you're thinking about having kids this much, 96 point whatever percent of the
Yeah.
time,
Mhm.
like don't not do it because you want to go to like an NFL game.
Yeah.
Like it's just not, I don't think the trade-off is worth it there.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
the biggest thing for her sounds like, because she brought it up first, is like not having like the village.
Sure.
And I get that, but I also think that like if you have like you kind of grow that once you have kids.
You kind of grow, right.
The hardest thing for us when we had kids was trying to find childcare.
Mhm.
It was hands down the hardest part. It was difficult in the beginning. It was difficult through the first stages of having childcare. It was just all hard, and it would like drove us crazy, stressed us out. Was not fun. It felt really expensive at the time because it was just an expense out of nowhere.
Mhm.
But like, now that we have childcare, things are a lot more steady. You know, the kids make friends who have parents that will be
Right.
eventually willing to have them over. You know, like you'll make friends that have kids that like you go do stuff with. Like that'll eventually just grow.
Yeah. The
And that
social
expense
aspect.
feels like it starts to pay for itself at a certain point.
What do you mean? The what
The
does?
childcare expense.
Well,
So-
like you just kind of like for me, I know it's a necessary expense because without it, I
Mhm.
can't go work
Sure.
and I want to go work. And so it's like, you just have to do it. It sucks. There's a million different ways you can go about it.
Mhm.
Daycare, nanny, shared situations. People like, I mean, I know people get au pairs and stuff. Like there's a million different ways you can go about it. And I'm not going to say that any of them are cheap. They might not be. But again, like this sounds like they're successful people. Like if you describe yourself as
Yeah.
career oriented, then I assume that you have a good job that you're driven by and you're
Right.
not just like, you know, going paycheck to paycheck, I guess.
And the income for two career-oriented people in their late 30s, like that eating the childcare expense feels doable.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to paint everybody in the same
They said
situation.
stable. They're stable. Yeah.
It sounds like they're motivated, like
Yeah.
just in life in general. And so it sounds like you'd make pretty good parents. And
Right.
so like,
Yeah.
I just, if you're thinking about it this much, like my inclination is to say, then maybe you should just do it.
Yeah. So you said the social aspect. I'm like in my young 30s, and I'm already feeling the social aspect from my friends that are all having kids. Like at a certain point, it seems like so many of my friends are going to have kids that I'm going to be the only one without. Like,
Yeah.
what is my social life now? Like,
Good
Yeah.
I'm
point.
not hanging out with them. So that another thing is like anyone that I know that is going to be living the dink life, the dual income, no kids, they're very like open about that. They are like, yeah, we don't want to have kids. That's the life we want to live. So like that's not like, it's not them second guessing. They're
Yeah,
very
it's like the decision
Yeah,
confident
you're right.
made
that.
kind of thing.
And my biggest problem I had with this is maybe this was misrepresented, but he has never once brought up his desire to have kids. So in my eyes, he's always been indifferent. I find that weird. Like maybe that's being misrepresented here, that you're married and you guys have never had that discussion. Like
Yeah.
you guys
It's
need
a
to
little
have that
surprising.
discussion. That's
I mean, I
number
think
one
I
to
could have
me.
been considered indifferent. Like if the opportunity presented itself to me, which it did, then I was going to be excited and go about it.
Like maybe it's
But
like,
if it didn't present itself to me, I don't think I would have, like, if I wasn't married, if I was 50 years old, unmarried, and just living my life, I don't think I would like
Mhm.
be looking at my life as a failure because I didn't have kids or anything.
No.
I just would, it would have been like, well, I didn't really have the opportunity to. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not going to have a kid with a random woman I don't love. So,
Mhm.
like, whatever.
yeah, maybe this is the thing that she's like brought up having kids. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
but I think you need to have like a sit down talk with your husband about this. If this is like taking so much of your thoughts up, like you guys need to have a heart to heart about this, like, and what that would look like.
Yeah, I can't imagine why this like feels like should be brought up earlier.
Yeah. Like that's even like
It's like a pre-marriage
that's like
thing.
first couple dates just in general. It's
Yeah,
like,
you want- yeah,
do you
what's-
want, like, you
what's-
think
what's
that
the
you would like
kids
to have
stitch?
kids one
Yeah.
day? Like that seems
Mhm.
something that's brought up very early. And then like the heart to hearts are in the relationships and stuff, like before you even propose. So yeah, I think you need to have a real big talk with your husband about this.
Randy's going to ruin this guy's night.
I am.
You don't need to make it like an ultimatum talk or anything.
No,
just
no,
like
no.
let's
You need to
we're,
explain-
like let's hey,
Well,
we're-
she's undecided still. So,
Yeah,
we're
what
30.
who's she to point fingers?
You just
We're in
need
our
to
late
explain where
30s. It's
you're
probably
at.
No, but
time
it
to-
sounds like just from a text-based question, sounds like you want to have this kid. You just
Yeah.
don't want to
She
give up.
does.
You don't
Yeah,
want to give up the regular fun of your life, which like
of course. Like,
is a sacrifice you make. But
But it's so
but
rewarding.
I feel like everybody who has
it's
kids,
so rewarding.
everybody who has kids says the same thing. They're like, yeah, your life changes, but would I trade it for anything? No.
Yeah, and like
You
I'm
can
still
you
I'm
can
still very
do
so,
stuff
I'm still
with
pretty
kids.
social and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I still get out and we let each other get out and everything. And like the only difference is that like I'm more tired when I go out now, so I don't go as hard when I go out, and like it's actually like a net benefit for me. It's
Yeah.
great.
I just feel like you kind of, especially with two like career, you say career driven. So it's like two people who've done well, who get it, who are smart,
Yeah,
and like social.
I want you raising
you're
a kid.
You're gonna figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a degree of like you guys are accomplished people.
You don't have to figure it out. My parents didn't have me till 36.
Yeah,
Like-
and my parents similarly had no village.
Yeah.
Well, like what I mean, they didn't. We had family both 3 hours away, and so when my parents moved to Saratoga for the first time, it was those two, and I was one, and then had my sister, and then we built the village.
Yeah, you got to build that village.
You got to build the
You
village.
have no
man.
guarantees that anyone that you're related to wants to spend time with your kid.
Yeah, and-
They might want to be around the kid and stuff like that, but like when it comes down to babysitting and changing diapers and stuff,
Mhm.
a lot of people just simply don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's-
Like they might want to come over and see the baby,
sure.
but no one wants to actually like, I mean, not saying no one, but like it takes a very special relative to dive in and be like, nope, I'll babysit for you. Like the people that have that are very lucky and should cherish that, because that's a great thing to have around.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, like we have Sally's mom
Mhm.
babysit a lot for us and stuff. It's convenient to be like, hey, this just came up. Is there any way you can come over? And yep.
I think
It doesn't happen all the time, but
to just really like answer the questions here, is a therapist something that can help with this? I'd say yes, because you can just, it sounds like you have a lot of thoughts, and hopefully even writing out this question helped a bit. It sounds like you just need to spill to
spill those
somebody.
beans.
Spill beans, man. And a therapist can certainly help with that. And how do you know when you're ready? I think nobody's ever ready to have kids. Or very rarely is it like, you know what? Here we go. We are financially stable, or we got the room ready to do. We got everything's ready 100%.
You have 9 months to prepare.
Yeah. So
It's long enough to prepare.
you're never ready, but you figure it out. It's billions upon billions of people have done it. And if it's the right decision for you, I mean, that's I don't know. The right decision is all subjective, but
What if she gets pregnant with triplets?
just start out trips.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I
That'd be
like the
tough.
kids, like buddies who have had one and they go to have a second, and I'm like, well, we're done after 2, and just have twins. And it's like, oh,
Ooh.
yeah, zone defense.
That's when you lose your freedom. One kid you can maintain freedom. 2 kids gets more difficult. 3, I think, is when your freedom gets pretty zapped.
And then they turn 12, and you get freedom back.
Then
It's like,
school
yeah.
starts.
Yeah. Yes, you have school. Shoot.
And then they become teenagers.
And then they hate you,
Oh,
and they want nothing to do with you anyway. So
I always
you basically just have like 4 years of like really intense parenting, and then they just start doing their own shit and can talk and have agency.
my brother has 3 daughters, and at one point they're going to be 18, 16, and 13.
Oh,
That's going to
they're
be a
going to
terrible year for
hate
him.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He needs to line up a therapist now.
Man,
He's going to need some positivity in his
Yeah.
life. That's going to be.
It's going to be a tough one.
Oh,
I can't wait to have kids, man. I want kids so bad.
I'm dreading when my kids are like, 18 and 16.
It's gonna be sick.
I know. I mean,
they'll be doing like sports and shit,
I don't know if they are.
having sips of Coors Light with you.
Yeah, maybe.
Silver bullet.
Maybe. I'm not going to buy it for them, but
We always
if
have
it's
these-
there, I'm going to snag one, brother. You know what I mean?
We always-
drink some beer myself.
I'll give you one of those. You're under my roof.
I don't know where these came from, but you're having one. I'm having one, Sonny.
Oh, how this get open? Oops.
Damn. My dad sold or distributed beer, I guess, in the prime years of like, oh man, I wanted like 17, 18-year-old Brett. And he had 2 rules. One, famously, no shitty beer, which I've broken more than a few times in life. But rule number 2 was like the garage is always going to be stocked. The rule is if it's taken from the garage, perhaps to Dan Rittenhouse's backyard, I didn't stock it. You stole it. But once it's taken, it will be restocked fairly quickly.
Okay.
So those were my dad's 2 rules when it came to beer.
Mhm.
Also, just don't be a fucking idiot.
I know he
That
was.
like
I know he was a
number
distributor.
1. Yeah.
You never got like half fill bottles or anything like that, right?
No. The things
My
that we
uncle
would
used to
get-
just show up. He was buddies with a
That's
guy who owned a
crazy.
brewery, and he would just show up with like a bunch of half filled bottles. And they were
Oh,
all
gosh.
way more than half filled. I mean, they
Yeah.
were only missing like this much. It was like, here, we can try a bunch of new beers tonight, and it was like, sweet.
That's what we would like. He would have people that wanted in on his distribution center. So which he was an AB, so he had Busch,
Yeah,
Bud Light, Budweiser, Busch Light, all those brands, and Labatt specifically. And so when the craft beers would want to come in and be like, "Hey, we're good enough to sell in your district. Can we get these?" They would send him like 30 cases, and he'd bring a couple home and just be like, "Well, in the garage."
sweet.
And we take them to
My dad
Dan's
didn't drink
backyard.
beer, so I could never steal it from him.
He would also bring home like the because he sold like all the malt beverages too. So like Bud Light Lime-A-Ritas. Remember those?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Delicious.
my dad just
Arnold
drank liquor,
Palmer.
and my mom drank wine. So I would, if I had to steal
Mhm.
something, I would just go to the liquor cabinet and try to find the oldest possible bottle in the back of the liquor cabinet and pour whatever's in there into a water bottle.
That's
Ye-
one thing my parents had a liquor cabinet, but they were both, my dad was beer, my mom was wine. So we never, like I didn't have anything to mix stuff. I'd have to go to like a buddy's house. I was
Oh,
just
we-
like, I have
we always
30
had stuff.
cases of beer in my fridge if we want, but like
No.
that's about all you're getting.
My
we had
parents
z-
didn't drink.
We had
weirdly.
0 beer.
Like,
Yeah?
they would drink at like family parties and get-togethers and stuff, but they like barely ever. They didn't really have beer until my brothers and I like were older. Then my dad had the whole basement fridge stocked, but they
That's
they just never really drank.
That's sick. We had a garage fridge.
My dad told me last week, and he's not drinking anymore.
Yeah.
But guess what else he said?
But he also ain't drinking any less.
Oh, that sounds like that sounds like gross.
Man, shit. That's wow. Did you guys why does Texas not have 30 racks? Why do we top out at 24?
Is that a thing?
No, I feel like they do. It's just you
I
only
do-
30 racks. You only get 30 racks from really cheap beer.
I don't think you can find a 30 rack if you went out to anywhere.
I can probably go
around
find a
here.
30 rack of Keystone right now.
You want to make a 20 let's bet on a rack of beer. I don't think you can find a 30 anywhere around here. Also, I used to call them 30 racks because that was the popular lexicon. And my dad would be like, they're 30 packs. 30 pack. Dad, like, Dad, I know. I
boys
know.
are saying rack.
Rack is the term for a 30 pack.
Yeah.
Because I used to have to build those fucking displays in grocery store where like the 10 by 10 30s.
If someone says I'm going to get a case of beer and they say case,
From Total Wine.
I assume it's 30.
From Total Wine, Keystone Light, 30 pack. Pick up today.
I don't think
Literally it's $21.99 right now.
Try it.
I think we could go to the liquor store down the street and get a 30.
Yeah, I should have taken that bet. That would've been
I can't
easy
guarantee it, but I
for
think
me.
we could.
20. You can get 24s all day.
You can get. It says right here 30.
I
It's
don't
right on the
think-
You're
freaking
buying
thing.
too cheap. You're buying too nice a beer.
Yeah.
You're not going to the
No.
the Keystone Light section
Yeah,
anymore and seeing the 30 racks.
The only places that the
you
only
got
people that do 30
rose-colored
racks
goggles on right now,
are
man.
Keystone and Natty
man.
and Bush. Like there's
I'll show you.
Miller Light. You can't find.
You can find, but I'm
30s.
saying you can find 30s of Miller Lite, Bud Light, Michelob, everything.
I don't.
Maybe not Michelob.
I don't know
but-
if we had that in the Midwest. It was always 24 packs.
What?
For us, there was only 30s
Yeah.
of the cheap beer.
It's always
Bush,
30s of the cheap beer.
Bush Light.
You'd grab a 30 of Bush Light, bring it to a backyard bonfire. You are living.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're not grabbing a 30 pack of
Of like
Budweiser.
Yeah.
maybe a
Why
20,
not?
maybe a 24.
Coors Light.
Oh,
No,
man.
you're
I
getting
love the 18 packs that they had at
The
Labatt Blue Light.
18
Dude.
bottles. Yeah, but
18 bottles.
or 12 bottles. I don't know
You can get a 12er or a 24. Those big the big ones.
the big ones, but
Yeah.
yeah. Man, I remember went on a houseboat fall break, and I got 230 racks of Keystone Ice.
Oh,
That was my beer of
what are
the
those
weekend.
like 8.8 or something like that?
They were
Yeah, I asked the
Ugh.
boyfriend of a girl I was friends with in college to go buy some Natty Light for me, and he returned back with Natty Ice.
Hmm.
And I was just like, man, thank you,
Remember Bud Light?
but I'll be
Platinums?
more clear next time.
Bud Light Platinums were
Bud
you-
Light
you were
Platinums
drink-
were sick.
they were sick.
My buddies used to call them BL Nums,
What? BL
Sick.
Nubs? That sounds like something I would say.
and I think it came down to Nums, and then yeah,
I remember a fraternity one of the brothers one of the brothers, their family brought Bud Light Platinums, and like if you got a hand on with them, that was like they accepted you. And I was like, sick, I got
Damn.
Bud Light Platinum.
The Platties, and they were in the cool blue bottles. They looked like the
Yeah.
Saratoga water bottles.
They still
they're
sell
cool.
Platinums?
Man.
forgot about Bud Light
There
Platinums.
was Bud Ice. There was a little known. We were in the distributor world. So do you remember Budweiser Black Crown?
Yeah,
It was Budweiser Platinum. It was just Budweiser
Yeah.
like 7%.
yeah.
And those would get you twisted. I'm trying to think of
Man.
what else. I mean, there was Bud Apple for a minute there.
Was Bud Light the one? Just they're constantly been at the forefront of doing different things. Like Miller always
Yeah, they
changed
tried
up
that
like
marketing
the
campaign
different
one time.
bottles and like different cans and stuff, but they never switched up the formula where you got like Bud Light Limeritas, Bud Light Lime, Bud Ice, Bud Platinums.
Yeah,
Bud Light was
Bud
constantly.
would take some shots.
They were doing
And then
Bud
there
Light
was, like-
Seltzer. They were like one of the top 4 seltzers back in 2019.
Yeah, and then the other side, like Miller Coors, was just like, nope, we're sticking with the yellow bellies. We're sticking with Miller Lights. Is there a Miller? I guess genuine draft.
Genuine Draft,
Those always felt like they were just in 40s, and you'd see people drinking those. on the
Miller
sidewalk.
64, Miller High Life.
This is driving me crazy because there
like-
used to be a beer that we would get at only one place in town.
Is this like a joke?
No, no, no.
You're trying to land.
And I'm forgetting what brand it was, but it was a green label.
Rolling Rock.
No,
hated
no,
Rolling
no.
Rock.
It was
disgusting.
it was weird that it was a green label because like I think the normal label was blue and this one was I think it was Labatt. And they had like Labatt Select one year or something like that. And we each ordered one.
Dude, Labatt 52s.
Yeah, maybe it was
I
that.
think they were green.
We each had one
Oh,
and we're like, after having one, we were all like, whoa, that thing kind of got me a little bit.
really.
And then we just started loving them.
Are Labatt 52s green, or Labatt like?
No, they like yellow.
Yeah, maybe they're just yellow.
This was Labatt
God.
50. No, you're right. Labatt 50.
Labatt 50.
It was
Yes,
Labatt
dude.
50.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wow.
I don't
That's
know what was
old- dude,
different
that's
about it,
old
but like
school.
they were
Yeah.
more hardcore, or at least we thought they were.
Hey, look up Randy. Genesee Cream Ale. You want to see a can. Genesee, you're no chance you're gonna get this right.
Yeah.
GEN, start with that. GENESSEE. Cream ale.
Cream ale?
Yep.
Randy's typing in
Oh,
Gen Z cream ale.
You get the Jenny Screamers like you read
I
about.
think I've had exactly one of these in life.
They changed
And it doesn't look like a real beer.
Dude. Couple Jenny Creams before or after a Bills game or during.
They need to rebrand.
Oh.
I hate this branding.
They used to have just scroll down. Just like Jenny Cream Ale like 2008 is peak. Because now they do the cream ale. Man, Jenny Creams. You're the Jenny Screamers. Not 2008. I was 14. Yeah, that's kind of more or less the packaging.
Yeah, I was a fan of the Mickey's malt liquor because they had the little the riddles on the caps just like Lone Star did.
You would like a riddle.
Really?
I do love a riddle.
Riddle coated beer.
Hey, follow Do You Know It Show on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube for more riddles. I'm supposed to be doing the Thursday riddle today. I did not get it finished, so I'm probably gonna go home and try to get it out. Will there be a film Friday tomorrow?
You better do it, dude. Don't miss.
Last one, I'll have you.
I'm going home and working on them like 3 hours a night now.
I think you need to refine the process.
I do need to refine the process.
It's too many hours.
And I need to figure out a better mic situation because my audio is not great.
Last one, I'll have you look out before we.
Come on, Brett.
Before we bounce out,
I got
here,
stuff to do, dude.
We got Busch Light orange hunting can.
Oh, these were.
Yeah, these are a mainstay.
These were big on Keystone too.
Yeah. Oh man. Busch Peach. What did they do? Is that a? Oof.
Nah, not drinking Busch Peach.
That's what we're cooking. The camo.
I liked the camo. Yeah, they had green camo cans for a bit.
They have the Busch Light hunting collection.
The Keystone one was the one that really had like the hunting ones that like you had. It was the Keystone Light Hunt.
Busch and Keystone are the same overarching company, so I'm sure it was a very similar marketing campaign. Yeah, now we're cooking. Maybe were they? Is Keystone AB or Molson Coors?
I don't know.
It's Molson
Coors.
Yeah, the Busch Light. So that pack with the birds on it and the deer on it. Yeah, that's the one. That to me, like that.
No, we got to go deeper in time for the ones that I am familiar with. Busch at one point just had a straight up like green Realtree can, and that was like my favorite.
You get me up in the deer stand, couple Busch Lights.
Dude, it was so unnecessary. I'd go from not caring about doing anything that weekend to going to the store and seeing like a 30-pack of camo cans and being like, well,
it looks at you.
I could drink 30 beers this weekend.
Well, it looks at you like the Green Goblin mask. Yeah. You're just like, well,
it's over.
Oh, the John Deere collab, man. That Busch Light snowflake Christmas tree ornament made out of those cans.
That's good.
Oh, I mean, those are classic.
It's good.
Those are classic cans with like the picturesque mountain scene.
I'm gonna do that with Lucy cans.
I think the best thing that Miller Lite could have done was like 8 years
Vortex
ago.
bottles for sure.
No, not that.
That's
when they switched back to the white cans, like that was like their biggest marketing thing.
The classic branding hits so much harder than trying to get creative with it. Man.
Anywho, we should probably get out of here.
High school beers all day.
I'm going to bed.
That's going to do it for the mail-in podcast. If you'd like to write in, please do so. There's a link in the description of this episode or on our Twitter bio, Instagram bio, at Mail-In Podcast for both. Write in. It's anonymous if you want it to be. You can leave a name if you don't want it to be. Hop in, hop on. We look forward to answering questions every week. Sometimes it's Will, sometimes it's Randy, sometimes it's Sally.
And if it's just me, know that Brett will be reading every question because I don't like reading.
I read every question unless Sally's here.
You always say, Randy, you got this one? I go, no.
Yeah.
And now you know why, because I hate reading.
I don't know how the audience feels. I like the extended banter off the top with you boys. Feels natural.
Dude, should we create our own
comment
podcast?
in the chat? Yeah, should we do a 3-man podcast?
Oh, God.
3-man weave?
What do we call it? Call it like rounding back or something like circling.
I don't know about that.
Touching back.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
I don't know. I don't like any of those ideas.
Circling base.
Well, where can the people find you?
Probably tired in bed.
Okay.
Sick.
Randy, how about you?
You can find me at Randy Trembacki on all the platforms, and you can also find me at Do You Know It Show on all the platforms.
Wow.
We're building this. We're building this thing. Instagram's going the best so far, but it needs to be going better. Put it on you guys.
Are you on Talk?
I'm on the Talk, but Which I'm surprised that the talk hasn't taken off yet. I feel like
Just
it's
takes
easier
one,
to
dude.
follow.
Just takes
Get
one.
followers. Yeah, it does. Just takes one.
Keep
Put your ones up for Randy.
Put your ones up.
Keep it consistent, keep the quality high, and you never know.
Need to work on this audio.
I think you just
situation.
honestly you just pivot to home improvement stuff.
No, I need to finish
Full
this.
on Rick talk.
I need to finish
Handy
this
Randy.
tree shelf. Dude, it's going to look so sick. It's getting to a point where I'm starting to build it out and it's looking sick.
When are we working on my my Christmas
November.
village piece?
Told you November.
November. Okay.
November.
I'm holding you to that.
Mhm.
Because I put my village up like mid-November.
Okay.
All right.
Early November.
Let's do it. Anywho, I'm Brett Merriman at Schmerriman on platforms in which you'd like to see me, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.